everyone, once again, I'm Sally Amante C, and today I will discuss the requirements to be complied by a ship under Marpol Annex 6, or the prevention of air pollution from ships. Ship certification. Air pollution prevention certificate for ships of 400 gross tonnage and above. This certifies that the ship is following the emission limits for sulfur oxide, nitrogen oxide, and particulate matter. This certificate also requires equipping of exhaust gas cleaning systems or scrubbers, which removes or lowers the emission of sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matter emissions. These pollutants are formed during engine combustion or fuel burning. Buildup of this pollutant in the atmosphere will cause acid rain and air pollution, which can cause health problems to living organisms and corrosion to infrastructures. IEE certificate, or the International Energy Efficiency Certificate, which applies to ships of 400 gross tonnage and above. For ships to be able to acquire this certificate, they must comply to the Energy Efficient Design Index or Energy Efficiency Existing Ship Index. This too promotes energy efficiency, reducing emissions of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide while producing more power and reducing the ship's fuel consumption. EEDI are applied to newer ships while EEXI are applied for existing ships. By having less emissions while maintaining energy efficiency, ship contributes lesser pollution and lesser impact to the environment. SEEMP, or the Shipboard Energy Efficiency Management Plan, which are applicable to ships of 400 gross tonnage and above. SEEMP provides regulation which focuses on reducing greenhouse gases emissions and optimizing fuel consumption. SEEMP also includes training and awareness for the crew. ECA, or Emission Control Areas. These are areas which have stricter emission regulations. This includes North American ECA, US Caribbean ECA, Baltic Sea ECA, and North Sea ECA. Now, for the emission requirements. Noxious oxide emission is divided into 3 tiers. Tier 1 is applicable to ships built between 1990s and 2000, which limits their NOx emission to 17 grams per kilowatt-hour. Tier 2 is applicable to ships built between 2000 to 2011, which limits their emissions to 14.4 grams per kilowatt-hour. And Tier 3 are for ships built after 2011 that is operating on ECA, or Emission Control Area, which limits their NOx emission to 3.4 grams per kilowatt-hour. Ship must also follow the sulfur content limit, with only 0.5% sulfur content allowed to be emitted as the global limit, and 0.10% sulfur content on emission control areas. Shipboard incinerations. Ships are prohibited to burn substances like plastics and cargo residues. Incinerators should also meet the specific performance standards to minimize emissions. PM, or particulate matter emissions. These are tiny particles released into the air after fuel combustions like black carbons or organic carbons. Volatile organic compound emissions. Ships are required to use VOCs compliant fuels. This is because VOCs contributes to the climate change and has a harmful effect to humans. Ozone depleting substances emission. Marpol Annex 6 aims to reduce the emission of ozone depleting substances from ships. This includes chlorofluorocarbons, halons, methyl bromide, and hydrochlorofluorocarbons. Because these substances makes the ozone layer thinner, which enables the entry of UV rays from the sun, which are harmful to humans. So that is all for the requirements to be complied by a ship under Marpol Annex 6. Thank you for watching.